Guys, welcome back to the channel. Lately, I have been getting a lot of questions regarding my settings. What camera settings do I use? And let me tell you, I do use custom settings. But before I show you the camera and controller settings, guys, I have to discuss something very important which will apply to each and every one of you watching this video. I have been asked this question more than one time. King Sunny, how do you hold your controller? And this is personal preference. The way you hold your controller will not impact how you play. There are 100 more important things in this game. So if some players hold the controller like this, where both of their fingers are positioned down and they just press L1 and R1 and then they press L2 R2 with their fingers, I don't recommend this. I recommend you hold your controller like this, but if it feels unnatural this way, just hold the controller the way you want to hold it. These things don't matter as much as you think. I think it was important to tell you guys this. Single player camera, telebroadcast. Another question I get asked on my school community a lot from my coaching clients in my Twitter DMs. King Sunny, what is your camera setting? Even in the YouTube comments, guys, I've always told you I use telebroadcast. Many pro players use telebroadcast, but camera setting is something that you should never change very often because it messes up your muscle memory. And camera settings are personal preference. I use telebroadcast for several reasons. For instance, co-op gives me headache and I'm not able to dribble so well in co-op, whereas in telebroadcast I'm able to see the pitch a lot better. But if you are going to use telebroadcast, then you make sure that you know how to use the radar. If you don't look at the radar, you will be tunnel visioned. You won't see much of the pitch. And if you are tunnel visioned, you're gonna obviously struggle as a player. I use 15.0 nowadays. Sometimes in my clips I'm using 20.0 and then I'm using 14.2 at times. I know I'm changing my camera more than I should this year. I don't know why that is, but yeah, 15 and 0 is what I have used for most of the videos that you see on the channel, right? For example, Anders Weirgang, he uses default. It is all personal preference. But I think the average FC26 player should definitely consider using some sort of co-op camera. Like you can put any custom settings, but I recommend co-op. Let's talk about a few visual settings because these are very important, more important than you would think, right, guys? This should be set to default. There was a tweet I read where it said, oh, if you change it to large, your gameplay will instantly become better. Guys, avoid such posts, avoid such engagement baiting, okay? Default, that's fine. Otherwise, if you have some issues with vision, you can use large, but default is what you want to use. So player indicator fade, it should be on, so you know what is going on with the stamina of your player. Teammate indicator, it should be on, so you know who is second man pressing, right? This is very relevant, very necessary information. Next player switch indicator, this should be on, so you know who is the player you are gonna get after you click L1. For your gameplay settings, guys, this will always be competitive. Precision versus assisted. I still get this question a lot that okay, we don't see a massive difference between assisted and precision. My answer to that question is listen to me. Precision has less RNG. The lesser the RNG in this game, which it already is filled with RNG, the lesser the RNG, the better it is. That means we are more in control of the game. Otherwise, I would suggest if you're not able to learn precision, stick to assisted, but precision is the superior setting. You should definitely go through the learning process of precision shooting. Semi is what I use. Assisted here, lob pass assisted, pass receiver lock. I've tried everything. If you have delay, guys, animation start and power up are very good. I have went back to late despite the fact that I have delay. It's something that I'm used to. Muscle memory, I want to reprogram my muscle memory. Power up is the earliest possible receiver lock. This means if you pass left and in the end moment you change your directional input on the left stick, you aim right, it will pass left. On late, it is quite opposite. The pass receiver is locked as late as possible. Precision passes are something you want to use in this game. Sensitivity will be a normal. Now, this is very important. Bruiser in this game is absolutely broken. But when I am analyzing gameplay, guys, talking about analyzing gameplay, I spent 2 hours today analyzing gameplay. It was Thursday. Thursday is our weekly group coaching call. For less than $1 a month, you can get your gameplay analyzed, get access to a wonderful community which has every division player in it, including pro players, as well as a classroom which gets updated every other day. And this is the best investment you can make if you want to improve. The links in the description. The results that people are getting are amazing. Guys, advanced versus tactical. See, if you don't use a bruiser, if you don't use at shoulder barge, which is press and hold X for a seal out, or spam X to get the shoulder barge animation. Then stick to tactical, because so many of you are using advanced defending. When I am analyzing your game, I see you don't even use advanced defending at all. So for that very reason, you should switch to tactical, right? If you are going to use advanced, learn how to use the shoulder barge. Get someone like Vidic in your team. Hierro. Listen, you have coins, get Yup Stomp. Players who have Bruiser, right? And players with Silver Bruiser are really good as well. Unless you want to make this transition, stick to tactical defending. I use advanced. It's in my muscle memory. I like to defend aggressively. Professional falls are going to be on. Block assistance on. Auto switching on air and loose. Low is what I use. I switch to none, but it is something I've been using since the last 10 years. Again, muscle memory. Player relative 4. I've been on 3. It doesn't suit me. Went back to 4. Closest to ball. This is what you are going to use, right? Player lock on. Simplified skill move off. And these are the only settings you need. Please stop changing settings every day.